Yes, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever on this planet you are. Big up to Strasbourg Steve inside the house from New Hampshire in America. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Took a nap. I got home from work like 5 hours ago. Took a nap, dropped a friend off at work, and it's football and then work. That's the life, man. That's
It's
the
the
life.
dream. It's the dream, my friend. It's the dream. Listen, welcome to everyone. So today, just a chilled out watch along for Real Madrid versus Union Berlin in group stage B.
Group C.
C, sorry, God, I'm going mad already. Group C, Union Berlin, Napoli, Real Madrid, and Braga are the four clubs in this group. You would probably say that Real Madrid will win the group, followed by Napoli, with the other two fighting out for third, but it doesn't always go to plan. Steve, Real Madrid have started the season brilliantly. They've won all their games. There were question marks. I was one of them that was like, oh, how are they going to cope without a goal scorer like Benzema? But they've adapted well, and let's be fair. Union Berlin are a good team, but they'll be quite happy that this is their first Champions League game, won't they?
Oh yeah, 100%. And you know what? They should favor themselves to get a result. As brilliant as Real Madrid are in the Champions League, let's not act like in the group stage they don't have hiccups every once in a while. A few years ago, CSKA Moscow beat them at the Santiago Bernabeu. Sheriff Tiraspol about 2 seasons ago did the same. And I think Club Brugge did as well. They got a draw or something like that. I think it was one of Courtois' first games. That's when he was going through that rough spell for them. So, to be honest, if Union Berlin, if they want to get out of the group, which I think they can, I really think they can. Napoli are not looking amazing, to be honest. They're not up to the greatest start, but yeah, Union Berlin, they have nothing to lose. That's the thing with them, and they have a strong enough team to cause some upsets. You know, they've beaten Dortmund in the league domestically, Mönchengladbach, Leipzig over the years, so they're used to giant killings. It's nothing new to them. So it'll be a really interesting game. It's David Goliath.
Absolutely. I was just looking at the teams. So let's have a look at this at the lineups. So the Real Madrid lineup was Kepa, Arrizabalaga, great name. In goal, Vasquez right back, Rudiger and Fernandez at centre half, with Alaba at left back, Modric, Tchouaméni and Camavinga. So the old man being flanked by the two super kids, with Bellingham in the hole and Rodrigo and Joselu up top. So you've got the likes of Diaz on the bench, Ceballos on the bench, Toni Kroos, Fernand Mendy, Valverde, and then you've got players like Militao, Vinicius Junior, Courtois, and Carvajal, who are all injured. Then for Union Berlin, you've got Ronaldo in goal, Doki, Bonucci, of course, everyone knows him, and Leet at the back, with Juranovic, the old Celtic wing back, if I'm not wrong, on the
Croatian.
right. Robin Gusons, the ex-Atalanta wing back on the left, with Laduni, Krau, and Toussaint in midfield, with Behrens and Becker up front. So this should be, I'm looking forward to it, because whenever I've seen Union Berlin play, they're a good team. They try and play, but this is a notch up, isn't it? Real Madrid away, that's a big game.
Yeah, no, 100%. But like I said, they have the tools, they have the defensive capabilities to pull off a shock upset. And like I said, there have been in the comments too, Shakhtar Donetsk, another team that has beaten Real Madrid over the past few years in the Champions League. So look, it's not a one-way street like some people think. I think I'm gonna go for a draw if I'm honest. I think they're
going for a draw today.
Yeah, I'll go 2-2. I think because look, I think a lot of teams don't play with the 3-5-2 like Union Berlin do, and sometimes it's something different that you match up against. So I feel like that could benefit them. Gersons is in great form. Juranovic can pass guys, quality balls.
Didn't he get a brace at the weekend, Gusons?
Gersons, yeah.
He's got 3 and 4 now, isn't he? For wing back. That's not bad
Yeah.
going.
No, not at all. And they've got firepower off the bench as well. I love Geraldo Becker. He's big, strong, powerful, good finisher. And Behrens is like a poacher. He can also link up a little bit. So, and you've
So
got
they've gone with a big man poacher combination up top tonight, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then they've got like Kevin Volland off the bench. He used to play for Monaco Leverkusen. That's great.
I used to love Kevin Volland. I used to like Kevin Volland. Yeah.
David Fofana is obviously on loan from Chelsea. That can get some options off the bench. Brendan Aronson, he can put in some work. So they've got a decent team, Union Berlin. They really do. They're not in the Champions League for no reason. So for me, I'll go with a 2-2 draw, and also because I'm not a Kepa fan. I don't rate him really.
There's something about him, isn't there? But just quickly, just before we go on to that, obviously you've got the big up to everyone in the chat. We've got the scores on the left-hand side. They'll be more relevant for the 8 p.m. kickoffs where there's going to be 6 games going on at once. But there is another game going on. There's 2 minutes to kick off. Just quickly, there's Galatasaray at home to Copenhagen. I've just had a little look over, Steve, just to see whether or not a couple of the Spurs boys, so to speak, Sanchez, Ndombele, both on the bench. Wilf Zaha also on the bench. So this should be an interesting game. They have got Hakim Ziyech in the teams. Dries Mertens is in the team at the age of 36.
He is fantastic, by the way. I love watching
he's
him play.
Very good player. You've got Icardi. Mauro Icardi is up top, fresh off of scoring. So far, he's got 4 goals for Galatasaray in the last 4 games. So that should be really interesting. But we're gonna concentrate on this game. I'm sure you've got all the games going on your screens.
Yeah,
we know you have. But just for anyone that didn't hear, the teams are coming up. So it's Kepa, Lucas Vasquez, Rudiger, Nacho, and Alaba, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Modric, Bellingham, Joselu, and Rodrigo. Now, when you look at that, Steve, you look at Bellingham, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni. That three of the best young central midfielders in world football. It's mad. It's mad, isn't it? All in one team.
Yeah, their team is set. Their midfield set for a decade, and that's exactly Real Madrid. They just know what they're doing. They realize that what's it called? They realize that core 3, that Champions League winning 3 of Casemiro, Kroos, and Modric wasn't going to last forever. So they brought in one guy, then they brought in another, and then they would phase Modric in and out. They would phase Kroos in and out, Casemiro in and out. Compared to a Liverpool where they don't buy someone before they leave. So it's better to buy the replacement or the successor while the older core is still there. So
that's the way you run a club. You don't wait until they all need to be replaced at once.
Don't rest on your laurels.
Absolutely. So it's about to kick off. It's a wonderful stadium, isn't it? The Bernabeu. It's absolutely glorious.
And so is Union Berlin's shirt. My God, I love their Champions League shirt.
Let's have a look. Well, both teams just gathering around the centre circle. Looks like they're about to have a minute silence for somebody.
Libya and Morocco.
For Libya and Morocco, yeah, absolutely. But listen, it proves to be looks like it's going to be a good night for football, Steve. If we have a look quickly while they're having their minute silence, you've got Bayern Munich v Man United, which obviously we're doing straight after. That should be a great game. Arsenal back in the Champions League at home to PSV. Seville and Lens, 2 teams that are doing really badly in their respective leagues. Braga versus Napoli, Benfica versus Salzburg, and Real Sociedad versus Inter Milan. And I like Real Sociedad, by the way. Their midfield.
Oh, yeah.
I really like their midfield in terms of
Zubimendi,
Mika Marino.
And who's the other one?
They've got some good players. You think they had David Silva for a while? It's where Isak came from. Yeah. They're a good team. But hey,
what's the other one? There was another one from Sociedad who left kind of recently. Who was it?
Oh God.
I'd have to look.
They lose players a lot, but you know what? They just keep bringing them through. Marino obviously is being linked with Spurs. I really like Zubamendi. I think he's a top midfielder as well. Big up Louis in the chat. Steph is in the chat. Urav's in the chat. Big up to you, Urav. Big up King Rinketic, Amy, Daniel Montandon is here. Hope you got to work yesterday. All right, my man. Hope you got to work. It has kicked off. We are 15 seconds into the game.
Get your score predictions in the comments, people, by the way. I'm going 2-2. What about you, Savva?
I'm going to go 3-1 to Madrid.
So we agree on the amount of total goals scored. Put a bet on that.
I mean, I agree with you, though. You know, normally Real Madrid don't normally tend to start on fire in Champions League groups. Yeah. And then they grow into being Real Madrid, right? So we'll see. Wow. I'm excited. I like the Champions League. It's good. I suppose it takes a lot of the pressure away when your team isn't in it, so you can just enjoy it.
Yeah.
But they have got a yellow card. Lucas Toussaint has got a yellow card in the first minute of the game, so we'll see how that pans out. As always, smash that like button, people. Let's not be tight. We've only got 20 likes so far. That is dreadful. And big up to everyone in the chat. Foxy's here as always. Big up to you, my man. Said Union Berlin need to keep 11 players on the pitch. 2 players sent off in the last 3 games. Well, there you go.
Discipline-wise, they've been a bit rocky, but hey, we'll see. They've literally, for the past 4 or 5 seasons, they've leveled up every time. They were in the Bundesliga 2 5 years ago in the 2nd division. Same at Lens. 3.5 years ago they were playing in Ligue 2. So look, if you and those teams aren't loaded with money. They're not loaded with money. They just
quickly, Joshua. Yeah, we're going to be. I mean, not for the whole time, but throughout the night, we're going to be joined by the same crew as yesterday.
Yeah,
we'll have Haz at some point. Perchi will be joining us, and also Barry. Good ball in. Oh, good ball in. Good chance for Union Berlin there. Who was that? Behrens. I mean, it was good defending, but a good position they got themselves into. Really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. Big up to everyone. Big up to Joshua. Big up to Rinketic. John Langford's in the chat. Els is in the chat. Spurs fan from Berlin. Big up to you. Big up to you, Spurs.
So he'll know about Union Berlin's rise. They've got incredible fans, like every German club, really. German clubs just it's crazy, man. Ooh, that's
a header there for Hosselu. Could he have done better? Have a look at that. The ball was whipped in from Bellingham, an in-swinger. He didn't. I don't think there was enough pace on the ball for Hosselu to get enough power. You'll see it in a second. I just don't think there was enough time for him to get power in that.
Yeah.
It looks like
Hosselu, man. I never would have. I remember watching Hosselu for Newcastle. It was my first season supporting them, and I was like, this guy just. But you know what? With time and talking with other Newcastle fans, he didn't suit the way Benitez wanted to play. It was always Rodon and Perez.
Let's be honest, not many people suit the way that Rafa Benitez wants to play. He's got a very but big up Jacob in the house. Big up Jacob. I mean, man, would you really watch Tunga and Ndombele and Sanchez above Real Madrid anyway? Come on, man. We've got world-class midfielders on the show here. Minerals is here. Big up Minerals. Big up to some bloke called Strasbourg Steve. Proud to be a Geordie's here. Absolutely. Ball coming in again. Hang on. Kepa's hesitated.
See, I told you about this guy.
I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what. It's Union Berlin have come here to play.
Yeah.
They've come here to play. Freya Lil has said, hey, buddy, how's it going? I've been enjoying your awesome streams and your content is really entertaining. Cool. Are you interested in some free tips and hints on how to grow your presence? Feel free to message me on Discord so we can discuss. I don't know what Discord is, if that makes me old. Listen, I want to grow, but I'm not pushing it. You know, if people enjoy it, they enjoy it. If they don't, right? What can you do?
Well, I just saw that Kepa. Wow. He looks more nervous than the Union Berlin players. A lot of them are making their Champions League debut. That's crazy.
Yeah, they've come in to stop well. Amy's gone for 3-2.
They could,
Eliza said, why have you allowed this much red on the stream? Ask Steve to wear the white kit of Bayern. Because do you know what, Elias? I mean, listen, I know we're Spurs fans, but this isn't anything to do with Arsenal, is it? This is a Bayern Munich kit that doesn't really offend me. The Arsenal kit doesn't even offend me in any way, shape, or form. Big up to you. Proud to be Geordie's here. Georgie 1 foot. Leicester City FC. Big up to you, Georgie. Real Madrid on the edge of the box here. Camavinga twisting, turning. He's gone out wide. Cross has come in. Headed at the back post. Should have been 1-0. Should be 1-0, and it's not. Joselu again. Joselu is a real danger in the air. I can tell you that after 5 minutes.
Oh, 100%.
Wait till you see this. That should let me know in the chat. What do you think? That should be 1-0, shouldn't it? That should be 1-0. Apologies if ever I'm looking this way and not at the camera. It's because that's where the footage of the game is. So don't be offended. D Valentino 007 has gone with Union Berlin to win 1-0. A few Union Berlin slipping in. Daniel has gone with 2-0 to Real Madrid.
Should have. Wow.
Steve, I can hear feedback. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
You're right. Hustler should have scored that.
Joshua, I don't do Twitter, my man. That place is an absolute cesspit.
I'm tweeting it right now, actually. Yeah.
There you go. We'll let Steve do it on the cesspit. Hang on. Here comes Real Madrid again. This looks like, is this Rodrigo? Rodrigo plays it against the defender, and it looks like that was against. Was that Goosons?
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was. Hang on. Let me get the numbers up of the players on screen. A little back heel there from Jude Bellingham. Could have been 1-0. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game.
Back and forth.
Let's see. Who was it that cleared that? It was later. It was Diogo Leite. Yeah. He cleared that ball.
He's been phenomenal for them. He was on loan last year at Porto, and I believe they activated the option to buy. He is a very good center back. He's been solid for Union Berlin the past 2-3 seasons. I really do like him. He could be a player where he goes to Juventus or somewhere else. Oh, Bellingham.
Corner kick coming in here from Real Madrid, whipped in by Luka Modric, right into the 6-yard box. Between them, the defender and the goalkeeper clear it. They're defending well, Union Berlin, but we're in the 8th minute of the game, and Real Madrid are starting to compile some pressure, but the keeper comes out, claims that ball, and the keeper is Frederick Renau of Denmark. As a shot of Ancelotti on the sidelines. Big up, people. Let us know your predictions if you haven't already. Headed down there nicely.
Ooh, Galatasaray shot just wide from, is that Aktürkoğlu? Yeah, it is. Very good touchy Cardi. And now Mertens.
Crowd just driving forward the ball. It's gone out wide to the right, across into the box. Is won by the centre forward again. Neither of these two teams are very good at defending crosses. The cross came in. I think it was Behrens. I'll let you know. The cross came in from the right from Juranovic, and there was, I think it was Behrens just headed it high and wide. But lots of joy for both teams in the air here.
Yeah. Union Berlin are definitely a team that they've got a lot of strength, height, athleticism, aerial that's definitely their style of play.
Ooh. I'll tell you what would be a good style of play, Steve. A style of people hitting the like button. That would be good, wouldn't it? Come on, people. 155 of you in here, which is more than yesterday for the first game. But smash the like.
It's Real Madrid, man. It gets people interested. That's for sure.
Right, here's the ball out to that's David Alaba. He's gone out wide. Camavinga. Good player, Camavinga. He really is a good player.
Yeah.
Cross into the box this time, not towards Joselu. Problem is, Madrid are whipping the ball in, but the only person in there each time is Joselu.
Yeah.
I mean, which is
Rodrigo's not
fine.
like a guy in the air.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
No. It's an interesting formation that Real Madrid are going with. Obviously, very different to last year, which was Benzema through the middle on his own and Rodrigo one side and Vinicius Jr. on the left.
Yeah, I think on paper it's a 4-3-1-2.
Yeah, on paper it is. Here's Modric. He's tried to thread the ball through. A misplaced pass from Modric. Make a note of that. They don't happen very often.
Oh.
Big up, Phil P. One of the Phil Army is in the house. Say huge love. Big up to you as well, Phil. Much love to you. And Union Berlin. Oh, Bonucci's absolutely sived the ball down the pitch. And Rudiger's won that. And again, straight back from the centre half into the box. I can see Union Berlin's plan here.
You mentioned Bonucci, by the way. You know what's funny? You know how people say, oh, in the Premier League, these lower teams, they can get let's say Nottingham Forest. They got what's his name? Keylor Navas. These lower teams, they got some amazing players. Union Berlin at Bonucci. Like what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like these other leagues, the little teams can pull in these big guys sometimes too.
Yeah.
Bonucci was taken at Newcastle, 100%.
Di Valentino's going with Becker to score. Martin Knightsbridge just saying good evening to you. Is Steve late again? No, he's here. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. He's there. Oh, what's that mean, Steve?
I'm not sure.
Hang on. Real Madrid into the box, pulled it back. Well defended. I mean, Union Berlin there had about 7 players on the edge of their own 6-yard box as that ball is pumped down the line, collected by Nacho Fernandez. And the ball is played out now by Kepa into the path of, I want to say that is Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni into Camavinga.
This is back and forth. This is a basketball game, honestly.
I'll be back in 1 second, Steve.
Yeah, no worries. Joselu hat trick, says Minerals. Oh, Rodrigo in here. Oh, very nicely done by Bonucci. Excellent defending from the experienced Italian center back. Now goes to Nacho Fernandez. Kepa. Over to Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Bellingham. Back to Rodrigo. Bellingham now. Berlin seemed to have a lot of players, particularly on that right-hand side, kind of defending. So let's see if Real Madrid kind of drift more to the right just to open things up a little bit. Here is Joselu, though. Joselu. Bellingham. Shot from wide. Nothing there. Foul. Foul, says the ref. Just caught Bellingham there. It'll be a free kick for Real Madrid. There's Urs Fischer, the longtime Union Berlin manager who's been there since 2018. He was also a player of Union Berlin, if I'm not mistaken. No, he wasn't. He only played in Zurich and St. Gallen. Berlin is like 5 defenders. Yeah. The thing is, though, man, Amy. Yeah, they defend as a pack and they attack as a pack for me. That's their philosophy. They're a brave team. Like they just don't. They don't. It don't matter who they're coming up against. They throw their all at it. He's trying to do the Arteta runway instructions. Big up Steph ACM. Love the Bayern kit wearing the white kit. Yeah. Mia San Mia, baby. Love Bayern. I'm gonna smack up United tonight. But that isn't even gonna be a competitive game. That's the best part. Land the plane here, bro. Anyways, here is Rudiger, Nacho, Alaba. Back to Nacho. Real Madrid kind of getting some more control of the game. Tchouaméni. Kicks out to Rudiger. Bellingham. Drop him back a bit. Trying to figure out this Union Berlin shape. Here is Rudiger. Chouameni making himself available on the right. Jaws. Newcastle looked like crap yesterday. Oh, we were. Yeah. We didn't play well at all. I think we defended well in the second half a lot better. Yeah, we didn't play, but that's the beauty of it. We didn't play well. Oh, shot from Galatasaray. Just wide from Dries. Was that Akçakoglu or Mertens? Throw in for Union Berlin and the half of Real Madrid. Gersons. Oh, that was Akçakoglu. Just wide left. Needed to just get that on target. The Turkish winger for Gala for Gala. He's curbing Evan though.
I'm so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're good. No worries.
Oh, what did I miss? Anything?
Nothing really. No, nothing really. Corner for Union Berlin though.
Right, ball going up. Yeah, Union Berlin are going very direct, aren't they? They're hitting Berens very quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
I haven't seen a lot of Becker yet.
Ooh, he was so good for them last year on the break. Let me look up how many goals did he have last year. I want to say he had like 15 in the league and a handful in Europe. They've got good striker depth. Union Berlin, they really, really do. They've got. Let's see, Becker last year. Last year in the Bundesliga, Geraldo Becker from Suriname, 33 starts, 11 goals, 7 assists. He scored in the Europa League. He had 1 in 10. Not too great, but it's a team effort from Union Berlin for me. Like anyone can chip in with goals. Laduni can chip in with goals. Aronson can do the same. Gersons, Juranovic, Becker, Behrens.
I love this.
It's a good team effort. Question: who did the eyebrow first?
I love this. This is great.
Wayne Johnson or Ancelotti?
This is great.
Probably. I'm gonna go with Ancelotti.
Colin's going with a 0-0 ball draw. Let's hope not, Colin. We don't want a repeat of Newcastle.
Yeah. I still don't know how he got a point, man. That's that. Wow.
Big up, Ryan. Thank you, mate. He's gone 3-0 Madrid, 2-1 to United. Oh, we'll talk United a bit later. We'll talk United at half time. I can see them getting absolutely slapped. I'll be honest. They are dreadful at the moment.
I don't think they're competitive of a game, if I'm honest.
I just don't think.
You know what? We got Tuchel as manager. Never mind. I don't rate him. I think he's a good manager. A cup manager, sure. But I don't like the way he coaches attacks. I'm not a big fan. It's too if you know what I'm saying. It just always feels like there's a handbrake. It always feels like something is that. I don't know. I don't like him.
I hear you, but I just think that no one at Man United is playing for him.
Exactly.
So I just can't see any way in which they win tonight. If they do, maybe it kickstarts their season. But I just look at they look a mess. They look a mess. Smash the likes, people. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe as well. Everyone knows how to subscribe now. It really does help. Let's see if we can get 5 subscribers tonight. That would be nice. But keep smashing the like button. Not a lot happening at the moment. Real Madrid having the lion's share of possession, but they've just given it away in midfield. They can drive forward here. No, he's taken too long. Whoever that was, let me have a look who that was. Number 20. So that was Laduni.
Aïssa Laduni.
Yeah, he just took far too long. He had all the misplaced passes to the midfield. He could have driven forward with a ball, but he just Too many players put their foot on it and slow it down, and you're on the break, my friend, you know? Jazz just saying Newcastle looked shite yesterday, Steve.
Hell yeah, we got a point. I'll take
Listen, you'll take it.
100%. Look, I thought we had a bit of stage fright the opening like half hour, but we grew into the game as much as we could. Not going forward because that just wasn't happening yesterday. But look, I'll people. You have stage fright and you still get a point. Could have been worse.
People, smash the likes. Come on, we are doing terribly on the like front. Only 66 likes. There's 166 of you in here. Come on, people. Just smash that like button.
Let me get on my other accounts.
Come on. Minerals thinks Man United are going to win 3-0. You know they're playing Bayern Munich at Bayern Munich, right?
You put money on that, Minerals. Yeah, I bet you put money on that. Yeah.
Hang on, here we go.
Money.
Odds on Man United to beat Bayern Munich 3-0 tonight. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look.
I'm curious to see if the
Oh, it wants me to.
You're gonna get like, if you put $5 on it, you'll probably win like 70 based off these odds. Oh my god. Hold on. Where's the perfect score at, or correct score? 3-0 United. If I put $10 $US on it, I would win $560.
Wow. Yeah.
$560 off 10.
3-0 United is clearly not going to happen, is it? I can't see it, but listen, Minerals, chuck some money on it, mate. See what happens.
But if you put $2 on it, that's 2 times 56, $112.
No.
If I put $10 on Bayern 3-0, it's 105. So it's 6 times more likely that Bayern win 3-0 compared to Man United winning 3-0. There you go. We ain't losing to them. I'm sorry. Man United are just they're so average. At best. At best, they're average. So I'm not worried at all.
Free kick here to Real Madrid. David Alaba's going to have a pop. He's had a dig. It's 5 or 6 yards over the bar. 22 minutes, 22 seconds gone. A bit cagey. Madrid have had a couple of chances. Union Berlin have made a couple of forages into their half. But, I mean, I think it's probably going to be one of those that the longer Union Berlin don't concede, the happier they'll be and think that they can grow into the game. I do think that a goal for Real Madrid, though, kills it. I do feel that they are dominant here at the moment.
Could do.
Amy's going for 7-1 Bayern.
More likely than a 3-0 United.
Just to girl it off Spurs, Kate's going for 3-1 Bayern. I think it's going to be a big score as well. Rampage said it'd be about 50-1 for us for Man United to win 3-0 away. Yeah. There you go, 56-1. Amy thinks Kane's going to score a hat-trick. Steph ACM said 25 shots to 6. I think it was 9 on target to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yesterday's game.
We got it was particularly the first half. Yeah, Newcastle. But it was bend, don't break. Bend, don't break. And it worked then. So it gives look, for Newcastle, it gives us a platform to build off of. Draw your away games and win a home game or two. Then you're in the discussion to finish second. Probably win 2. But
corner came in and Hosselu again, a free header over the bar. Here you go, leaning back he was. Yeah, he was leaning back. It wasn't a free header. That the centre half, who is it? Number 5. Number 5 is Danilo Doki. He was sort of shepherding his man, but the ball flew over the bar. And I mean, Madrid aren't. I don't know. Madrid never excite me when I watch them play. I think they've got a lot of talented individuals, but I don't ever watch them and go, "Oh, this is breathtaking." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it don't really happen that much. They haven't had that since probably, ironically enough, you'll laugh, but Mourinho that year, I think it was 2012-13 or 13-14. Real Madrid scored 102 goals in La Liga or something stupid. Ronaldo had like 30 something. Benzema had God knows how many.
Rudiger's messed up there. Sorry to cut you off. Rudiger messed up. The ball sliced in the air, and Kepa came out and punched it away as the oh, that's a bad foul. As the attacker went up in the air to head that. Yeah, sorry, Steve.
I was just saying, let me look it up. I think the last time Real Madrid had like an incredibly good team to watch, I think it was 2012-13. That was when they had the Higuain, Di Maria.
Oh, sorry, just quickly. Who was the player you were telling about? Laduni?
Yeah.
Laduni, the cross came in. It went over everyone's head, and Laduni tried a bit of an acrobatic volley. If he had connected with that, that could have been a goal, but didn't quite get the connection. I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to make a statement right now. People in the chat, let me know what you think. I think if Man City play this Real Madrid team, I think they batter them like they did last year. I don't think this Madrid team is a patch on Man City. Sorry, I'm going to say it. I don't think they're a patch. Who's this? Which one? There's 3 of you. Is this Marlon? Big up if it is. If it's Has, big up. If it's Ashmatic, big up. Hope you boys are well. Get over and subscribe to these boys. Crosses come in and cleared easily in the end with a header. Real Madrid look to me like they haven't got enough inventiveness. I don't feel like they've got, I don't know, it just looks all a bit.
I feel like Bellingham's dropping back a little bit too, instead of getting more forward. He's getting, look, Union Berlin are doing exactly what you would want out of any team. If this was Newcastle, I'd be like, you know what, this is it's looking good.
Chouameni has just blazed the ball literally as though it was a rugby kick. Is that, I mean, W take, is that W Wild winning? I don't know. People, I'm old. You've got to talk normally. I don't know what these, when people just put a letter in front. Yeah, I truly believe that Real Madrid right now, can everyone else hear an echo? I can hear an echo. It's gone now. It keeps coming and going. I truly believe that this Real Madrid team can't hold a candle to Man City over 2 games. I truly believe that. I'm not saying from what I've seen here, just from when I watch them, it just doesn't look like there's enough. I don't know. Man City look vibrant all over the park. Do you know what I mean? They look like they've got
chances for fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And this Madrid team looks they look powerful. But with the fact that they've got 4 centre mids in the team,
bit clogged. There's no true width.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
This is where you want a Rodrigo, which is where you want Vinicius, but he's injured. 100%.
Yeah. Pre-order the new iPhone? No, I don't think I will. Thanks for the email. Big up, people. Keep smashing the likes. Keep subscribing as well. We should be able to get a couple of subscribers for sure. And no one has subscribed the whole show. People are very tight these days, Steve.
Savva, I found a season where Real Madrid, in 2011-12, Real Madrid won the league. It was under Mourinho, right? Yeah. So they scored, get this. They scored 121 goals in 38 games. 121. Yes.
But everyone tells me Jose's anyway. But yeah, listen, look. Yeah, that Real Madrid team was naughty. See, I watch this team now and look, obviously you've got no Benzema from last year. You've got at the moment he's injured. You've got no Vinicius. I don't see the spark. I mean, listen, Bellingham's a good player, but that player that's going to pick the ball up, beat people for fun, I don't see it. And Real Madrid normally have Galacticos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm slightly disappointed with their style.
Yeah.
Just me.
Just me. No, but the thing is that, and I think Madridistas would tell you, they don't really, as long as they get the wins, you don't want to play them in the Champions League. As much as Man City are the far better team than them, I agree. They still don't want to play them because you know what? The more you play Real Madrid, the more chances that they will have because eventually they will get past you in one of them. It all depends if the home leg is first or if the away leg is next.
Let's be honest, Steve. Most teams in the world they're going to beat, they've got too much power. I just think when you're talking about winning it, right? I just think they got absolutely schooled last year by Man City. Schooled.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like
yeah.
Everyone was saying this is going to be a classic. This is going to be one of the best, and it wasn't. Man City just toyed with them. It was embarrassing, really. Liston Hines said, just enter the stream. Is Sanchez and Don Bele playing? No. They're not. They're on the bench, I'm afraid. They're on the bench.
Told people they wouldn't be starters for Gala. Not initially.
31 minutes in both games. Real Madrid 0, Union Berlin 0, and Galatasaray 0, FC Copenhagen 0. Joshua, I completely agree with you. They need this guy quickly. And I think we all know it's happening, don't we? I mean, isn't he on a free next summer?
I don't know. I still think that there's a possibility he signs an extension. I'm not ruling it out. You never know with this guy Mbappe. You never know. By the way, in that 2011-12 season, Ronaldo scored 60 goals in 54 games in all comps. Benzema had 32. Higuain had 26. Callejon had 13. Kaká had 8. Di Maria had 7. Ozil had 7.
Listen to the list of names you're reeling off. Benzema, Higuain, Ronaldo, Kaká, Di Maria. I mean, this is
Ramos,
just mental.
Dira, Marcelo, Xabi Alonso, Varane. Yeah, it's crazy.
By the way, for anyone, I wasn't saying that Madrid won't get out the group. I wasn't saying they won't go deep into the competition. I just think the moment they play Man City, I truly believe they'll get absolutely played off the park. They won't cope with the movement.
Yeah, not many teams over 2 legs can. It's tricky. It's really, really tricky. But, but the thing is about you got to have Man City in a one-off. Like I knew Inter, people were saying to me, I remember in the final last year, people were trying to tell me, oh, Man City are going to walk all over them 4-5-3. And I'm like, well, first of all, when was the last time a Champions League final was an utter blowout?
Yeah, that's true. I'll be honest. Steve, listen, I'll be honest. I hold my hands up. I did think City would get 3 or 4, but Inter Milan were solid.
Yeah, because
I thought Bastoni and was it De Vrij? Were excellent at the back. I thought they were. No. Who do I think it was? A Serbi.
Yep, Acerbi, De Vrij, and Bastoni.
Yeah, I thought they were excellent.
Di Marco was phenomenal that game too. Absolutely phenomenal.
Hang on, here's Jude Bellingham. He slipped as he was about to take the shot. That was very close to being 1-0.
Yeah.
And Bellingham has come back out wide again. Bellingham's the one that looks like he wants to make things happen. But I don't know. There's something about them.
Vasquez.
Bless me. There's something about them that it's not the Madrid I know. It's not the Madrid of old. And I can't believe, by the way, there has been a goal. There has been a goal in the other game. And for all those bigging up Galatasaray, Galatasaray are losing at home to FC Copenhagen. I'll get you the goal score.
I'm about to see the goal. Yeah,
and
that's terrible.
The goal was scored by Mohamed Elyounoussi, who used to play for Southampton and Celtic, of course.
Yeah.
So 1-0 in that game. Let's have a look. It's against the run of play, but hey, that's what it's about.
Against the run of play. Galatasaray have had 2 or 3 decent chances to score. That was just a complete failure to clear. Abdul Qadir should have cleared that, but Elyounoussi managed to chest and then shoot from really, really close range. I don't know why Muslera isn't.
Philly, Madrid are not playing the old guard. Madrid have got Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Bellingham all in the team, and Rodrigo, and Vasquez is in there, and Joselu. So it's not, they've not gone with the old guard, so to speak. Some of the old guard, of course, still in there. Modric is still in there, and Alaba's in there, but and Nacho. But yeah, it's big up Tom, Tony. Sorry, big up Tony. But yeah, it's they only look dangerous when they're whipping balls into Josselu's head.
And again, I think like I said before the game started, not many teams play 3-5-2. And if you can execute it, if you have everyone committed, just like Inter, Brentford played 3-5-2 sometimes. If you have that shape is very, very is foreign nowadays because not many teams play with 2 up top. Even Man City struggled against Brentford last year when they set up in that formation, and Inter as well. So, and Berlin, same thing. So the 3-5-2 is not used by many teams, but the teams it's used by, they're usually decent. And
other than Spurs under Antonio Conte. Just quickly, John Langford has said, hang on, a ball whipped in there and again headed away. And that time it was headed away by Lita.
Diogo Lecce. Yeah.
And it's a free kick to Union Berlin. And that looks like, is that going to be a yellow or a red? It's a yellow. I think it's got to be a yellow. The Madrid players are all surrounding the ref. The Union Berlin players are surrounding the ref. I want to see it again. It's a yellow. It's a yellow. They're all asking for a red. I don't know if VAR will probably have a look at it. I'd like to see it again. I'll answer this in a minute, John, as to whether or not Arsenal and Newcastle will get into the quarterfinals. But a yellow card for Tchouaméni. A yellow card for Tchouaméni. I'm going to have a look again. No, it's a yellow. I don't think it's a red.
They didn't look good at first, but...
I mean, do you know what? I'll go as far to say I don't even think that's a yellow card. Football's got so soft. It's a foul. For me, it's a foul. Get up, play on you go. We should probably get to, first of all, Sakinelli, who's been a member for 3 months. Big up to you. I said big up, Savva and Strasbourg. Hit the likes up, people. Yeah. Bang on, Sakinelli. We are on 86 likes. Come on, 14 more. We get to the 100. We should be on 150. Kia Horpan out there in Texas who won a shirt. So big up, Savva. Hope everything's well. All good my end, my friend. I hope that shirt's getting used. Big up to you. And then Daniel Montandon, as always, has come in and listened to him, people. And said, hit the likes if you love football. I expect to be seeing everyone like the stream. Big up to you, Daniel. Thank you for your support. Always appreciated. Are you surprised to see Valverde on the bench?
A little bit. But then again, Modric, you do want to play him. Like that. That's not a bad, it's either a Modric or for me, I get why Modric is in the team because you said it a few minutes ago about like the creativity of Real Madrid. They need someone in there. Look at as much as I like Valverde, he's not a creative midfielder. He's a guy that can drive with it. He's a hustler. He puts in tackles, can chip in with some goals, but he's not a playmaker. So you do need a playmaker. Jude Bellingham can also do that as well, but you do want to give Modric some time to play. So, but yeah, Union Berlin are coping excellently. To be honest, they've only given up about one obvious chance, which is the Joselu header earlier in the game. So they're doing fantastic. They're just as a collective, as a team, Union Berlin. That's their strength. Like none of the individuals are outstanding to the normal, a casual football fan. But as a team, Urs Fischer has just molded it exactly in his shape. They're overachieving year in, year out. So it's no mistake.
Massively overachieving. It's the 39-minute mark, people. Here's Camavinga to the byline. But again, there's bodies everywhere. Bellingham's going to try and make space for a shot. Has a shot. Defended well by Lita again. Is it Lita?
Lich.
So
it's Lich. Portuguese. It's like a lot of. It's Diogo Lecce. So it's kind of pronounced like Leche. Lecce.
Yeah,
I'm a nerd when it comes to pronunciation.
No, go for it, man. Go for it. We're all living and we're all learning.
Yeah. Dennis is great. Big up, bro. Bayern hype. I mean, there is no hype. Like, what's the hype? We're gonna beat Manchester United probably. That's not really hype. A lot of teams could beat Man United. Union Berlin would beat Man United probably.
I would think there would be inquests at Bayern Munich if they didn't beat Man United in this shape. The problem is this isn't Man United anymore. This isn't the Man United that everyone talks about. They're a big club by name, but they are a mess.
Exactly.
They are an absolute mess.
That's what I say to everybody. Their relevance is just the name of the club, who they used to be. Their reputation. But the problem is, Savva, when you go year in, year out, and your reputation, you don't live up to it.
Yeah.
It's
that's the thing.
You fade
it diminishes. It diminishes as time goes by. And that's why a lot of the other clubs, they keep themselves relevant.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Blacklist. How do you pronounce the Portuguese center back then? It's not pronounced. Is it Leo? I don't know. Let me look it up. Diogo.
Big up, Kenny. Hope you're well. There's an injury here, and the injured player has got a wonderful haircut. I'll let you know it is in a second.
Union Berlin player.
Yeah, he's got like a David Luiz type throw going on.
Oh, Alex Kral. That's Kral, a Czech midfielder.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I quite like him. He looks tidy, but he's just taking his boot off. Sorry, but I've got when I look down, I've got a splinter in my thumb that's been there for 2 days, and I cannot get rid of it. A first world problem going on in my thumb. Listener said, are there any other examples than Bellingham of top British players in the history who never played in the Premier League or First Division before the Premier League existed? Are there any other examples than Bellingham of top British players in history who never... Oh, okay. I mean, when we're saying never, I mean, Owen Hargreaves didn't for a very long time in his career. We could go with Owen Hargreaves till later on in his career when he joined Man United. Can you bear with me 1 second? My dog is howling uncontrollably.
I'll try to think of this. Examples of top British players in history never played in the Prem or the First Division. BVB David, Paul Lambert. Yeah. Dortmund. I think he won the Champions League with them in 96. I think they beat Juventus in the final. I'm not sure, though. There are a few Union Berlin players warming up. Brendan Aronson amongst the players warming up there. But isn't he German, though, not English? Lambert did. He was at Celtic. Well, yeah. Oh, but Angus, it's. You're right. He's British. Yeah. Lete. Thank you, Blacklist. Lete. I just looked up on a pronunciation thing. It's like Diogo Lete. Lete. Thank you, Blacklist. Big up, bro. Big up. Lete. Yeah, sometimes I'm hit or miss with pronunciations. I try, though. I try to make an effort. Keyshawn, what's up, bro? How you doing? Lete. Chances are it was Juventus' last final. Anyways, goal kick from Union Berlin. They haven't offered much going forward. I think they've had like 3 or 4 shots, but not anything on target. Savva, BVB David came up with Paul Lambert as the answer to this question, possibly.
Paul Lambert, yeah, that's a good one. What? Borussia Dortmund, Celtic. Yeah, good question. From Liston. That's a really good question. Who else?
We got to think of players that went from the championship or lower to.
Right. So players that played abroad for a top team but didn't play in the Premier League. Yeah, Daniel. Honestly, I've got a splinter. I would show you all, but it's not very
I
nice.
hate them.
I've got a splinter, and I can't quite get to it, and it's on the kind of tip of my. Oh, it's really annoying.
Marcus
Corner kick.
Edwards. That's
Hang on,
another one.
Marcus Edwards.
Did he ever make a first team appearance for Spurs in a
I think he
competitive
did.
game?
I think he did.
Right.
I'll tell you what. Do you know who will know?
Who?
Google. Google knows everything.
True. Marcus Edwards. I really like him. I like him a lot.
He's a decent player. He's a decent player.
Yeah.
Marcus Edwards.
Just needs to score a bit more for me, but I like it as a player. I think he's really good.
Marcus Edwards apparently made one appearance in
League Cup.
In the League Cup for Spurs, but I mean, again, that's not the Premier League, is it? So Liston's question still stands. We are into the first minute of 2 minutes injury time in the first half. Ball over the top down the line here for Union Berlin, and it's gone out for a throw-in deep in the Real Madrid half. Really disappointed with Real Madrid. I'll be brutally honest with you. Really, really disappointed with them.
I picked the draw for a reason, to be honest, because I'm like, Union Berlin, they match up well, and they have experience in a Bonucci. So
I don't think Aronson's not playing, my friend.
Yeah, he's on the bench. He's warming up. But yeah, Union Berlin, they've done very well, just neutralizing Real Madrid, to be honest. Becker is definitely one of their best players, absolutely. Philly 2109, big up. Steve Dortmund did win the UCL.
This is interesting. I've got splinters in my arse from your mum's wooden leg. I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what that
Big
means.
up to you, Daniel. Smash the like button while you're here, mate. What's that even mean? Jesus Christ. 20 seconds to go in the half. Real Madrid driving forward here with Rudiger. He's gone out wide to Rodrigo. I don't quite, I'll be honest, I don't get what Real Madrid are doing. Rodrigo, he's not really up front. He's not really out wide. It just doesn't really seem
it's a free roll, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm not. It's half time. It is half time. It is 0-0 in the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Union Berlin 0. I think everybody in the chat will probably tell you they've seen much better games of football than this. Kenny thinks Berlin might shock everyone. Well, listen, I think we've seen how they're going to play. Seen how they're going to play. And then the other two teams are Napoli and Braga. So that's going to be interesting. Steph has said people forget when Dortmund was stacking titles with Kagawa and they had the wood over Bayern. I remember those days. Yeah, I remember those days.
Man. Lewandowski, the Polish. They had two really good Polish players. Fullback.
You guys will kick off at 8 tomorrow, my friend. 8. No one kicks off. The kickoffs in the UK time are either 6:15 or 8 p.m. Yeah, I liked it. Big up, Angus. Welcome. I liked it. It was a nice comment about mums and wood and splinters. I don't know. You just got to go with it, right?
Go with the flow.
I think, but I'm going to be honest. I think this is a myth, by the way. I'm just going to say, not Aronson. I keep hearing about the physicality of the Premier League. I watch it and I think it's as least physical as I've ever seen it, if I'm brutally honest. I feel like it's really overrated in terms of power and physicality. But listen, each to their own. And big up to Keyshawn. I just don't. I don't know. I just think he went to a Leeds team that were really bad.
There's no organization in that Leeds team, and they gave away 3 or 4 goals like regularly. So it doesn't even. Yeah. He wasn't great. He started off decent. I remember against Chelsea, he was very good. But yeah, Leeds were a wreck. Leeds were a car wreck. But he's getting some minutes for Union Berlin. So
I agree. I agree with this. I think the Premier League is faster tempo. But as I've said before, BVB, David, I've said this so many times. Faster tempo doesn't always mean better quality. Right. I see a lot of mistakes from Premiership. Like, you watch this weekend, how many teams can't defend? You watch
Right.
how many teams cannot defend. But hey, listen, we won't turn it into an English league versus other leagues. Minerals has said, Savva, mate, Mbappe isn't joining Madrid. Let's have it right. They are weaker. Where's he going? I'll be interested. Everyone in the chat, where's Mbappe going? I'm pretty sure it's Real Madrid. Where's he going to go, Steve, if he doesn't go to Real?
I'd be a bit surprised if he didn't end up there. Where does he go for?
I mean, let me ask you a question. Next
know.
summer, he's on a free, right?
Yeah.
Right. I cannot see him not going to Real Madrid because no matter how much I'm watching them going, meh, it's Real Madrid.
They need an Mbappe, and then they'll look a lot better.
Now, if you've got Mbappe and Vinicius Jr., then I think they'll get a striker next year as well. Or Mbappe through the middle, Vinicius through the left. I mean, wow. That's not bad. I agree with this. I do agree with this. I think Barcelona, I mean, Xavi's trying to create what he played in, right? Xavi's trying to create the same vibe, the same type of team. They're looking good at the moment.
They could. It's the same. It's the same camp for me though as Xavi's in the same camp for me as Arteta. It's like the European results. They've got a lot to improve upon. So I don't know if they'll. I don't rule it out because Real Madrid don't look great and Barca definitely are a lot better. But
okay, let me ask you this question: why do Liverpool have to sell Salah to get? I'm going to play along with your game. Why do they have to sell Salah to get Mbappe? He's on a free.
Right.
I just don't think there's still a big enough pool. I don't think if you've got the options of Liverpool or Real Madrid on your doorstep, I'm sorry, Liverpool are a big club, but Real Madrid are Real Madrid.
That's all day, every day.
Minerals thinks he's extending.
I don't rule it out. That's the thing.
If he extends, I will be right on everything I've said about this guy. World-class player. You can't, Steve. You can't stay again. Surely he's been in the French league for 7 years now.
Right.
Like, go and dominate. Go and be the big guy at Madrid, at Barca.
Would your perspective change though if PSG did win a Champions League with him and he was like the guy?
Maybe, but I just still think like if he wins a Champions League this year with PSG, what else is there to do in PSG? Right. I don't know, man. I don't know.
True. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think he'll probably end up at Real Madrid, but I think he might do an extension with the idea of selling. I think that might. I don't know though. I don't know. But we'll see, man. But Keyshawn, Datro Fofana's on the bench right now. It's just Behrens and Geraldo Becker out for Berlin. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Real Madrid don't look like even Bellingham hasn't looked that great. I mean, let me look at what
I think it's congested. Like you said, that for me, you've got four of them. You've got four of them all coming through the middle. And then you've got Joselu in the middle as well. And it just feels like, whenever I've watched Madrid and they're at their best, it's when they've had the two wide men. Like when they troubled Man City, not last year, the year before. It's when they were playing with the wide men, But by the way, keep liking people. There's nearly 200 people in the chat. 99 likes, one more for the 100. And keep subscribing. If anyone hasn't subscribed, please do. We're chasing down 11,200. We're 4 away, actually, from 11,150. So if 4 of you did want to subscribe, that would be lovely.
I know you're not a stats guy, but I'm looking at the average position map. Look at that. Look how congested that is for Real Madrid.
It's too much. They don't need all. I think this is a case of you've bought far too many players. I'm not saying they're not all good, but I think now it's the difficulty of you've got Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Bellingham, who are the new guard, right? Yeah. You've still got Kroos and Modric there from the old guard. You've got 5 of them to get into 3 positions. And I think what he's done is shoehorn 4 of them in.
And a winger in Rodrigo. Shoehorn him in.
Right, exactly. So I just don't think it works. But listen, I'm not saying they won't win this game 2 or 3-0. I'm not saying they will. But,
They need some width. They need some width. So if I'm looking at their bench to see what they can do to change up the formation, maybe you throw on someone like Ibrahim Diaz left and Hosulu up more of a 4-3-3 or something like that. Maybe that's an option. I don't know. It's tricky. Look, they're just playing really well, Union Berlin. They're defending very well. So
just quickly, I'll be honest. I think if he goes to Madrid, I think that he'll play through the middle. If I'm brutally honest, that's what I would do if I was Madrid. I'd play Vinny for. Can you imagine Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, and Kylian Mbappe?
I mean, terrified as a defender coming up.
No one would play a high line against that. Terrified. No one would play a high line. Foxy has said Endrick arrives to Real Madrid next summer as well. Yeah, lots of talk about him. Mbappe could or couldn't fill Salah's shoes? Could fill Salah's shoes. Philly, I don't understand what you mean about Xavi is the same position as Ten Hag second season. What do you mean by that in terms of what? Just that it's their second season? What do you mean, mate? What's my thoughts on your game tonight? I think you should win. I don't think there's any excuses for Arsenal not to be beating PSV. I think they're a decent team, but you guys keep telling everyone you're the best team in the world, so I think you should win.
And here's the thing, Savva. Here's the thing. I watch both of these teams. I'm objective. I don't think PSV are as weak as people say.
I don't think they're weak. I don't think they're weak.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
I think they're a good team. But let's be fair. Arsenal keep telling everybody that this player's class, that player's class, Saka's world class, Rice is the best. Cool. Tonight then, spank them. Spank Spurs at the weekend. Let's see what they're made of.
And keep PSV quiet because they're scoring goals for fun. So if you've got this amazing team, it should be there. Yeah.
There's Barry. There's Trigger in the background. Trigger. Hello. Oh, Trigger is amazing. Hello, Trigger.
He's literally been sat. So you know that Stewie was sat there. He was literally been sat in his bed behind me all day, farting, snorting.
Oh, they like a fart. They like a fart. How are you, Barry? You all right?
I'm all right. What's going on? This game's rubbish, apparently. Real Madrid, no?
Union Berlin are doing what you'd expect them to do. They're trying to hit them on the break. And Real Madrid just look all a little bit. They're playing like they've got like 4 or 5 central midfielders all in the team, and it's just a bit
clogged.
Too clogged.
I mean, the diamond doesn't work in football nowadays, honestly. But yeah,
where's Jeff Stelling? Where's Jeff Stelling at the moment?
Perchy. I don't know where Perchy is. He's probably.
Steve, what games are you watching, mate? 400. You must be watching all the championship games and everything, right?
Nah, I'm not watching. Nah, because I got this watching Champions League. I could watch a championship match. They have them on ESPN Plus, like a few of them.
So you watching the Real Madrid game? I'll put the Galatasaray game on.
I've got both. I've got both on.
Of course he has.
Yeah, and then the other game, it's Galatasaray are losing 1-0, and Ndombele and Sanchez both not playing.
Yeah.
Well, it would make a difference. So what you're saying, if Ndombele and Sanchez were playing, they'd be winning?
No, I didn't say anything of the sorts. I didn't say anything of the sorts.
Galatasaray would not be they would not be winning or not losing 1-0 if Sanchez was on the pitch. Because their good center backs just made a mistake. They didn't clear the ball in the box, and El Yunusi was just able to chest down, boom. So
do you think if Ten Hag gets hammered tonight and he loses to Burnley at the weekend, he's going to get the sack?
He's got to, hasn't he? I think he's got to. If this was first season, I'd say no. Do you know what I mean? I'm all for it. In your first season, you need time. You're going to make mistakes. It's not all your players. This guy has signed. I mean, off the top of my head, he signed 5 or 6 last year. He signed another 4 or 5 this year. This is his team. It's his number one goalkeeper. You know, he signed Sergio Martinez. He signed Malacia. He signed Eriksson, Casemiro, Amrabat, Anthony. Hoyland, Mount. This is his team, yeah. What do you reckon, Barry?
They got a bunch of injuries. That's the only grace I'll give them.
He's come out with the old injuries. I've had injuries and everything else, but surely that's that. Yes, you can have some. You could argue some of them are, and they've been unlucky, but you can't use that as an excuse. Surely they would have had the time to. Most people. I think most people thought he was going to be gone after what happened last season. I think most people, including me, I predicted them to be second this season, but they're nowhere near.
I tell you, the thing for me is, I get it. When clubs have injuries, I get it, right? But for me, you should still see a style. There should still be a kind of pattern of play. And okay, it won't be as good when, like, for example, if we lose Basuma, Barry, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be a drop off, but we're still going to play the same way. It just means the person filling in for him won't be as good. I don't even know what man you are. I don't know. I mean, I'm setting them up for a famous win tonight in Munich.
Do you think though, part of also with him, and I guess in some respects, Poch, is that because of what Ange has done and the engagement and with the fans and the results that we've had, and we've seen. I mean, look, there's new managers bounce, but this is like new manager bounce on like steroids, right? With what Ange has done, I think it doesn't help. So I've just put this in our group, right? In our clubs. So there's two Man United fans. One of them says, yeah, probably. The other one says, club's a mess, not his fault, 15 injuries, missing over a full 11, but should be doing better, yes, but not his fault.
I'm sorry.
I don't think it matters if they fire him or not.
I'm sorry. This is his fault. Watch them. When you've been the manager of a club for 18 months, and that is how your team plays. Like, let's be brutally honest about this. We played them off the park. Brighton played them off the park. Arsenal wasn't the best game, but Arsenal didn't really have too much trouble with them. Yeah. Nottingham Forest went 2-0 up against them. I thought Wolves were the better team when they played them, and it wasn't for that awful decision at the end for the penalty. Yeah. This team looks awful, Barry. I think they look shocking. Like, he hasn't got it right. Anthony plays every game, does nothing. Rashford, sometimes he plays, sometimes he doesn't. I'm not bought into him. I actually thought I'd give him time last year, but he seems like he's got no personality. The players don't look like they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that it's the sort of game you go and get whacked 5-0. I can't see the fans standing for it, if I'm brutally honest.
I mean, for me, it don't matter. They could sack him or they could keep him. They could do whatever. They're just a mess. As long as the Glazers are there, they're irrelevant, to be honest.
Yeah. And I've just seen again another thing talking about this. How long? Like, I mean, the Man United takeover. It is.
It's just not happening.
It's clearly. They're still talking about it today. So, Manchester United takeover. Sheikh Jassim still wants to buy the club despite long sale process. Bids were going in what? April time or March time or whenever the first bids were, and we're now in October, like nearly in October, and still nothing.
They've been talking about this for almost. It's coming up on a year. It's coming up on a year.
I'll read this out. It says Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, probably not how you say it, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe still wants to buy Manchester United, despite the sale process dragging on for 10 months, as well as on and off field problems at the club. The Glazers announced a strategic review in November, which said could lead to a sale. United Chief Executive Richard Arnold confirmed on Monday in a staff meeting that the process was ongoing. It's just crazy. 10 months. I mean, this is like.
To be fair, Newcastle. To be fair, Newcastle, our takeover, we were rumored for about 2 years. We had to wait about 2 years to get the Saudi PIF in the building. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, I get that, it's no disrespect to Newcastle, but we're talking.
But we're not on the same level exactly.
We're talking about Manchester United here, right? You would say probably the biggest club in the world, right?
Real Madrid is, but third, something like that. Maybe behind Barca. But yeah, they're gigantic. Yeah.
When you sit there and you go, right, they say they want. So what they've done is they say we want, I don't know, £6 billion. Obviously, like with kind of Newcastle, they need to invest in the infrastructure and the training facilities and the stadium and everything else, right? So similar kind of ways, but I think the Glazers have seen that there's so many people interested that they just think, actually, 6 could be 8, 8 could be 10. Let's get them for a bidding war. Let's try and get 12.
Yeah.
Which is why I always sat there and I thought, do you know what? If the number for, say, Tottenham is 4 or 5 or 6, they've got everything. They don't need to do anything to the stadium. They don't need to do anything to the training ground. They've got to invest on the pitch. But okay, so say they inject £500 million. That's still less than what you'd have to pay for all of the infrastructure that Man United need, let's just say, to build, because I went to Old Trafford last year, and that's a proper football stadium, right? When you go there and you're standing outside, you just think to all the nights.
It's just history, man.
All the history,
That's
right?
History, yeah.
And then you walk inside and you're like,
it's a dump.
This is
honest.
horrendous. Like, it's falling apart. Do you know what I mean?
I have a few friends that have been, and it's like there's piss everywhere in the bathroom. There's they've seen rats. It's leaking. It's a dumpster fire, to be honest.
Yeah.
Second half has kicked off in Real Madrid, Union Berlin, and Galatasaray and Copenhagen. So
sorry, guys, just had to get my yogurt and strawberries as part of my daily routine.
We're gonna have another picture. We have Savva's 75th.
Don't need a picture.
That's nasty.
What do you mean?
It's Greek dinner.
It's no. My dinner's later. It's Greek yogurt and strawberry. What do you mean nasty?
That's all right.
Because I don't like either of the. I don't like yogurt, bro. I think
but that's because you say things like, "Oh, I'm just going down to the Five and Dine, and I want eggnog and all that nonsense."
Yeah, Savva, I'm with you. Savva, with you. I still don't understand eggnog, right?
I don't get it. What is eggnog?
Amazing.
But what is it?
Yeah, but what is it?
It's like. I don't know how to describe. It's sweet.
This is what I mean, Savva. Whenever someone tries to explain it to me, no one can actually explain it to me.
Right.
Okay, so have you guys ever had it before?
No.
Is it not a UK thing? It's not a UK thing?
No.
Oh, it must be only an American thing. Okay, fair enough. It's okay, so eggnog, it's like creamy, it's sugary, sweet. It's like, what does it remind me of? I don't know. Someone in the Jacob's in there, United Spurs of America. Big up. Jacob.
Yeah,
Jacob. Eggnog? Help me out with this eggnog thing. I'm struggling to describe it.
Come on, you Rams. I love that. That's a great account.
Derby.
Yeah. I like that.
County.
Big up to everyone. So it is the 50th minute here at the Bernabeu. Here, I'm not there, by the way. This is not the Bernabeu. Here at the Bernabeu.
We're going live to the Bernabeu. Savva, please tell us what's going on.
Ooh, Rodrigo should have found Bellingham there.
I will not let you do that, Barry. That's Perchie's job. He takes it very seriously with his Jeff Stelling duties. Yeah. I love it. Perchie's brilliant. He just stops the show and goes, sorry, I'm hearing this. I'm hearing there's a goal.
There's been an incident. The best bit though was when Jeff Stelling did that. He goes, "Oh, it's been a sending off." Has there, Jeff? I don't know. I thought he just got substituted. The best.
There's been a goal, has there? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Let's have a look. I'll just see if the So the lineups for tonight is Real Madrid in. Great save by the goalkeeper. I say great save. It was volleyed straight at his face. Here's Real Madrid again, and they've hit the post. The cross came in from Jude Bellingham, and I think it was, I want to say Rodrigo.
Yeah.
And now Camavinga's had a dig and it's flown wide. The teams are as follows. Man United have gone with Onana in goal, with Serge Reguilon at left back. Go on, Serge Reguilon at left back. Lisandro Martinez and Lindelof Lindelof at centre-half with Dalot at right-back. A midfield of Casemiro, Ericsson,
Rodrigo.
and Steve, all right. Casemiro, Ericsson, and Bruno Fernandes with Palestri, Rashford, and Højlund. And the starting lineup for Bayern Munich is Ulrich in goal with, God, hang on. They haven't got the team in order. Davis at left back, Kim Min-jae and Upamecano with Lema. Then in midfield, they've got Musiala, Kimmich, and Goretzka with Gnabry, Leroy Sané, and Harold Edward Kane up front.
That's 3-0 Bayern all day, every day. And if it's not, I'm going to be extremely aggravated.
I think it's an awful Man United team. Did you hear that Man United team, Barry?
Yeah.
I don't. Palestri, Lindelof. Oh, God.
McTominay.
Wow.
He doesn't play for any of these good teams. He don't play for Brighton, Newcastle, Villa.
He's not playing tonight.
Liverpool. Oh, he's not?
No.
Wow.
I'll be honest. Away at Bayern Munich, I would have played him alongside Casemiro. If I'm honest, they've got Ericsson and Bruno Fernandes in the team alongside Casemiro. You're just asking for Casemiro to be overloaded. Real Madrid are all over them, by the way.
He's looked so. Casemiro.
Ericsson just has no legs.
Shadow of his former self. And look at that bench. Johnny Evans, McTominay, Garnacho, Martial,
Hannibal Mabry,
Hannibal Heaton, Vitek. I mean, they've got no one. United have got no one on the bench.
By the way, when we talk about loads of first-team injuries as well, hang on, Luka Modric is lining one up and defended again. Literally, Union Berlin have dropped even deeper from the first half. Another cross come in all the way through to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham running, twisting and turning.
Rodrigo, very nice defending. Bonucci.
So if you look at these injured players for Man United, I'm going to ask this. When people say they've got loads of injuries, another save by the keeper and headed off the line by the defender. It's a matter of time. But these injuries, right? Okay, Amrabat, I'll give them, but he's never played. Anthony, inactive. Diallo, Harry Maguire, Mainu, Malacia. I mean, and then the ones I'll give them would be Luke Shaw, Varane, and Mount. Other than that, but mate, I'm clutching at straws. Everyone keeps saying they've got loads of injuries. I don't think there's anyone missing that you go, oh, that's going to make a massive difference other than Varane and Shaw.
Mason Mount and Declan Rice, 175 million of fraudness.
Madness. But yeah, I think Bayern Munich, look, Kimmich and Goretzka in midfield, Sané and Gnabry and Musiala with Kane.
I'll just say this. I think so. Bayern, we play Bochum on Saturday. We will beat Man United we'll win by a higher margin than Bochum. So for example, I think it's more likely Man United lose 4-0 than Bochum to ship more than that. I expect.
Steve, obviously, you're supporting Bayern Munich later on. Or who are you supporting in the games now? Which is
I don't care who wins these. I don't care who wins these, really.
I'm surprised, Steve. I thought you would have, at least had 2 of these 4 teams. Shirts.
Ooh, Kobanov nearly scored. Jeez, just over the bar. Is that Diogo Gonçalves? Who's that? Oh, that's
chance there for Copenhagen. Oh, wow. He should have buried that. Just on the edge of the box. Puts it just over the top right-hand corner. Galatasaray, someone in Turkey is going to get it later if Galatasaray finish on the losing side.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the goat in the street either.
Bellingham picks up. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Bellingham.
We were just saying, Savva, 10 months this sale has been going on.
Oh, mate, it's ridiculous.
I think it's a PR
ridiculous.
thing. I think it's a PR thing.
Yeah, but you've seen how much money they've lost on the stock exchange from it.
But they can make it back once they sack him. When they sack managers,
by the way,
they make money.
There's been a goal, and Galatasaray, who have spent all this money, are 2-0 down at home in the Champions League to Copenhagen, and it's Diogo Gonçalves.
Former
so he's,
Benfica.
and that's his.
Oh, wow.
He's got 4 and 7 in the league. He's got 4 and 7 in the league.
Oh, wow, that's too easy.
Muslera was.
Keeper comes out. I don't know who it was on the left-hand side. And he's literally just squared it into the box and he's just put it in the bottom corner.
Muslera was positionally. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. What is that? Why would that makes no sense?
Copenhagen win this game. They beat Galatasaray at home. They could be the ones going through in second place in this group.
Yeah, I don't rule. I don't.
I mean, could they beat Man United at home as well?
Potentially.
Why not?
Listen. I don't think Man U are all that. Honestly, the Man United fans keep coming into my show. I've noticed that they've drifted away lately. They keep coming into my show and telling me how they're going to finish above Spurs. I'm not worried about Man United in any way, shape, or form. They look dreadful.
You know, it's funny, too. That's their standards now. That's their standards as fans, finishing above Spurs.
Right.
Sounds a bit like a different club in red. That,
back to you, Savva, from Daniel Montandon. Yeah, big up, Josh. People, we are only 2 subscribers away from 11,150. So that would be lovely. If you don't want to, don't. If you do. And smash the like button, people. We've got 114 likes. We should have more than that by now, surely. Real Madrid having all the ball now. Absolutely all of the ball. They're moving it quicker. But for me, it's still all so congested through the middle of the park. You know what it is? They've got no one on this left side. So what's happening is Camavinga's pulling out. Hang on, they're away here. Hang on. Union Berlin are away here. What you got? He's running at Rudiger. Yeah, Rudiger's a bit too good for that.
Jacob did explain what eggnog was, but even with his explanation, I still didn't understand what it is.
Yeah, I never know what it is.
It's tricky. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really good. I don't know.
Well, what is it?
So Jacob says, Savva, 6:55. An egg milk punch, when alcoholic beverages are added, is a rich, chilled, sweetened, dairy-based beverage. Yeah. It's traditionally made with milk, cream, sugar, egg yolks, and whipped egg whites. Still don't understand what it is. Still don't understand what it is.
It's weird to explain it. I don't know how to. It's just really good. That's all I know.
Wait, what's Trigger doing? Where's he gone?
Trigger! Yeah, Real Madrid look like they've just, I mean, it's exactly an hour gone. Really looks like they've run out of ideas. Like I don't think they had many to begin with, but they really look like lots of the ball, but nothing really coming of any of it.
Yeah.
Just quickly, for all the gooners in the house, there's some gooners in here, I believe. Yeah. Arsenal versus PSV. The lineups are as follows. David Raya keeps his place in goal.
Wow.
If I'm Ramsdale, I'm pissed. But White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Odegaard, Rice, and Havertz back in. Saka, Trossard, and Gabriel Jesus. I quite like the look of the PSV team. A front three of Lang, De Jong, and Bakayoko.
Luke De Jong will score a header tonight. That's my prediction. I'm saying he'll score a header. He's been so good for PSV.
In his last 9 games, sorry, hang on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In his last 8 games, he scored in 7 of them.
Yeah, he's been on fire. He's been terrific for them. He's getting
Trossard comes in for the injured Martinelli, and Havertz comes in for who?
Vieira, who I actually thought was decent.
Vieira and Jesus comes in for Nketiah, right?
Yeah. I mean, if
Does
you're
that mean they're
Ramsdale,
starting? Does that
if
mean
you're
they're starting Nketiah on Sunday?
no, I don't know what they're doing, but if you're Ramsdale, how pissed off are you? You've gone to Arsenal. They've had their first title challenge in how many years? They were good at the back, and then all of a sudden he's replaced. I'd be on the knocking on the manager's door. I'll be honest.
That's going to create a problem that they don't necessarily need, right? They didn't
I
need
agree.
to. They didn't need. Look, if Ramsdale are coming, because look, everyone was saying, "Oh, look, he got relegated for the 3 teams before him. He's not going to do anything." But he was a big part of it, right? And he had a really good season, and you could argue that he should have probably been playing over Pickford based on. But we all know what Southgate does with his mates, right? So
yeah,
so you could argue that he could feel a bit unlucky about the England one, but then to come in and for Arsenal just out of nowhere to just go and get David Raya, and then it was only a matter of time. But to do it the 2 games the week before a North London derby, I think Arteta wants his head read. I mean, if you want to give any more kind of create some unrest in the dressing room, when I just don't understand it.
You're miles behind, Steve. No, I agree with you. I think there's certain positions you want loads of competition. I think in goal, you need to have a clear number 1.
Yeah.
And then a guy who's good, but happy to be on the bench. And I just don't know how long you keep those 2 happy.
Yeah, it's a tricky problem to have. We'll see, though. Maybe it works. Who knows? Who knows?
Look, at the end of the day,
my missus just sent me a picture of what's going downstairs in my house. Look.
Jeez.
Stewie, God,
I love that. Stewie. Oh, good.
If Sky are watching, could you do what you did last night and completely lose all connection, and then if Perchy's not on, me and Steve will just carry on till
it is hump day. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. So some people take
so funny.
Literally.
Last night was so random. It literally my Wi-Fi just completely went right the moment I stopped the show. I went downstairs, I did the reset, turned, the whole followed the guide online, unplugged it, all of this, couldn't get anything. Woke up, working fine. Just so annoying.
Yeah, it was everywhere. It was literally everywhere. Trigger, what you doing, mate? Just left his look, got his little duvet there, look, little duvet behind that he was sleeping on earlier.
Love it. Yeah, they'll leave everything everywhere. They don't care. I love dogs. They're the best.
Yeah, the missus has said, so does that mean that we're convincing you to get a dog? I said, I'm not saying not to get a dog. I've never been against it.
Are you being that guy that won't give your kids a dog?
Modric.
Oh, you're horrible. What a horrible, horrible daddy. Ooh. You're horrible.
No. The thing was, right, so hear me out.
Look at this.
So when I was with the ex-wife, we got a dog, and then we had to leave where we were living, and then we had to get rid of it. So it's kind of like traumatized me ever since, right? And I like thinking it's just sometimes easier to like dog sit rather than, because if I want to go on holiday or go away, I'm thinking what's going to happen with the dogs. I mean, the cats are easy, right? Cats are literally like the species that don't care. They come in when they want. Yeah. They'll go when they want. No one cares if they're around. You might see them for like 3 days because they've gone to 3 houses down the road and they're getting fed and stroked, and they're in.
Or they're hiding under your bed or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I don't know what you feel. What do you mean? What I don't understand sometimes when you mean. What do you mean? By the way, Tony Cruz has come on for Camavinga. And Brendan Aronson, formerly of Leeds, has come on for Asa Ladouni. So a couple of changes being made here. 25 minutes to go.
Ziyech has come off for Galatasaray as well. Hakim Ziyech has come off.
Yeah. I'd be honest. Listen, it's not my club, so I don't care. But if I'm Aaron Ramsdale, I'm literally going, hang on, I've just signed didn't he just sign a 5-year contract?
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, sorry, what? Like, what? Never mind. Hey, who knows? Yeah, but there will be. You can't keep that up forever, though. You can't keep it up forever. You can't keep 2 top goalkeepers happy for the whole season.
No.
Because if I was a goalkeeper and you said, right, you're going to play Champions League games only, I'd be like, right, so I play every now and then. Right, like, no, I wouldn't be happy. But hey, that's just me.
The only person that's happy, like we said last night, is Scott Carson on his 30 grand a week.
God, this is a stretch, isn't it? This is a massive leap here. As a Bees fan, let me tell you, Raya is equal with Alisson and better than Ederson. I feel like that could be the most biased comment we've seen of the night. There's no way anyone's picking David Raya over those two. Surely.
No, I wouldn't, but he is very good. He is very good. But
yeah,
not the tier under. The tier under.
Yeah.
The data tier under, because we've not really seen it, have we?
Yeah.
But when you look at it, right, what have you got? You got Alisson and who? Kelleher?
Cleveland Kelleher,
Ederson and Ortega. You got Pope and whoever.
Dubravka, Karius.
Yeah, you've got Pickford and no one. You've got Vicario and Force. Like every single club, they've got you've got the clear number one, and then you've got someone that's okay picking up a wage, and coming on and playing a few games here and there, always ready to deputise if needed. Right? You can't have, you wouldn't have an Alisson and an Ederson in the same team, or a Courtois, or do you know what I mean? It just wouldn't happen. I mean, look at what happened, and it's not really a similar comparison, but look at what happened at Chelsea when they had Mendy and Kepa, right? That never worked. I mean, I wouldn't say they're kind of on a par with each other. I wouldn't say they're both number ones, but you saw what happened when that happened at Chelsea, right? What a shot! Galatasaray blasted one over just from the edge of the bar.
I'll tell you what, Luka Modric has just hit an Exocet missile from about 25 yards out on his left foot, and the keeper's touched it over the bar. I don't know if it was going in. Let's have a look. Was it going in? It could have been going in, and he's tipped it over the bar. So a corner to Real Madrid, 69 minutes exactly.
Surely Real Madrid are going to get a goal, surely.
You would think so, but they've not.
Is the Bernabeu fully open now? Is the Bernabeu fully open?
I think so.
I'm sticking with the
ball being whipped to the back post. The keeper's punched it away. Modric is going to collect it again.
Rune has been fantastic for Union Berlin today. He got a little bit on that Modric shot.
This is brilliant.
That's a good save, man.
Wow, Ndombele must be really, really impressing people at his new club as well.
Training,
But Ndombele must love it in Turkey, right? Because they do the double Big Macs all the time out there, and double chicken sandwiches, and double quadruple quarter pounders all the time. He must love it out there.
Oh, nearly.
What's up, Brian Daigle?
Nearly. Big up, Daigle. Hope you're well, my friend. We are well. Hope you are well.
Brian, Daigle, when you go back to Canada, can you take this weather with you, mate? Because it's awful.
Oh, God, it's disgusting today, isn't it? Absolutely disgusting. My missus was like, could you pop to the shop? Nope. Nope. Whatever it is, we do not need it.
Whatever it is, you can order it now and it'll arrive in the morning.
Do you know what, though? So I don't get, now you get to the point on Uber Eats, you can get, deliveries from the co-op in half an hour. So why am I going out in that weather? Big up to everyone in the chat. I forgot this is a watch-along. Been quite disappointed. Hopefully we have similar to last night, where it's quiet in the first 2 games and then much better in the evening game. I can't imagine Bayern Man U will be this close. Famous last words. And we are 1 subscriber away from 11,150. So if anyone wants to just pop that button, that'd be great.
Savva, you know why, though, it's going to be comfortable for Bayern? Can you name me the last time Bayern have lost a home game in the Champions League group stage? It's been years.
Off the top of my head, I reckon it's been years. Hang on, Union Berlin on a bit of a counter-attack here. Kevin Volland has been put to the ground and nothing given. The referee was happy with Nacho there. He was happy. He said that was
the Volavants and the Nachos. They're trying to get you, Savva, with your diet, mate.
Mate. It's not a diet. It's a regime.
No, you know what I mean. It's you're shredded. You start calling you Shredder, mate.
Yeah.
Valverde's been a good sub for them, by the way.
I like Valverde. I think he does well. Big up to the 3 people that just subscribed. Big up to all of you. Jacob, so what's wrong with Rodrigo? He's been kind of pushed down the middle, then to the right, and sort of floating about, but it just doesn't work for me. And again, another corner headed out. Real Madrid have 18 minutes to try and find a goal, but I mean, Union Berlin will see this as a win.
A guy sent off.
Copenhagen red card. Yep.
Are we going to see
the second yellow?
Are we going to see Ndombele come on to capitalise?
Let's have a look.
That's a silly challenge from.
That's not a red card. If that's a straight red, it's knee-to-knee contact. That's not a red card.
There you go, Brian. You're being called out there, Nick, for the wuss that you are.
Yeah, you can have your -30, mate. I'll keep
-30.
Oh my God! Pull up Barrett Jane's comment. Oh my God, that guy actually opened his mouth. Wow. Oh wow. Eric Ten Hag. Alphonso Davies is not a good defender. That you know what? When you say stuff like that, that's called karma. Savva, I told you this last night. We were talking about the Sun making comments before the game, right? I always say the first to speak is the first to lose.
Sorry, somebody said Alphonso Davies isn't good.
Eric Ten Hag did, apparently.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't. He couldn't have. Hang on. Union Berlin with a rare. Oh, that's a dive. You can't do that, mate. Cruz is bringing it away. I was about to say with a rare chance. Cruz is bringing it forward. It's 3-on-3. It's so slow. Hang on. He's got out wide. He's pulled the ball back. Great defending. Great defending from. It's the old man, isn't it? It's Bonucci. It's the old man. Superb defending there.
He apparently said it to. Oh wow. It's on TNT Sport UK. What is that?
Can I just say, by the way, sorry, this comment here. You do realize that is an app. It's not I can't change the times on the app. So sorry. I mean, don't worry about it. When all the games are in play, you won't see the 7 o'clock anyway. Another header over the bar. Another header over the bar from Rudiger.
And also, Thomas, they're not wrong if you're watching from certain places that it is 7 o'clock in the world when we kick off. So
yeah, I love that.
It's a real comment that he made.
I'll be honest. If I knew how to build my own,
Copenhagen have just had another person sent off.
No,
they're down to 9.
Yes.
Hang on. Yeah. Is this the second game in a row that you've been watching, Barry, where a team's gone down to 9 men?
Yeah. Right, shall I watch the Arsenal PSV?
Yeah. No, because knowing our luck,
come on.
And knowing our luck, it would be PSV that get 2 men sent off.
So Copenhagen are down to 9 men. Ndombele comes on. You couldn't write this.
To be fair, that actually makes a lot of sense, because if you think about it, if you have 9 men, you can't get out of your half, really. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That guy is such a bum, Ten Hag.
I feel like Ten Hag is starting to talk like a manager under serious pressure.
Yeah.
Serious pressure. You know, injuries, not being able to play my team. He was complaining about decisions. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Man United complaining about decisions.
Oh, hang on a minute. No,
the
only
first
one
to
person's
top
been
is the
sent
first
off.
to
They've
lose.
changed the graphic. What are they doing? They're
Right,
messing with me.
hang on. Union Berlin are on a counter-attack. They've played it through. Alaba's too good for that. Yeah. Yeah, whenever they counter-attack Union Berlin, it's almost as though they don't want to just go for it.
Yeah, baby.
They hold it up, and it's like, just run, just go at them.
Yeah.
Look at this. Luke Burger King Shaw. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's one to talk about defending so Ten Hag is the one to criticize defending, but he's been on the end of 7-0, 6-3, 4-1, 3-1. There's going to be more this season if they keep him. That guy's just a waffle. This is the same guy that was 2-0 up against Sevilla, and Sevilla scored 2 goals, and then they win 3-0 in the away leg. The guy just chats garbage. He's under pressure, Savva. You're right. And
he's massively under pressure.
It's going to blow up in his face tonight. We're literally going to win like 3-4-5-0. Like and Davies is going to have a great game now because you know what? Tuchel, I don't rate you at all, but I hope to God that you at least have the common sense to put that on the bulletin board. This manager.
Penalty appeal from Real Madrid. The ball slid through to Joselu, who swung and had a shot, and the defender was about a yard away, and they're claiming it's handball. And the referee, to be fair, this referee is no nonsense. He just went, nah, having none of it. But Real Madrid attacking again on the left-hand side. Again, everything's coming in field. Everything is coming in field. I've not been impressed with this lot at all, if I'm honest. They look. I'll be honest. If this lot knocked Man City out of the Champions League, I'd be shocked.
Yeah,
I agree. They do. I think I'm going to call it. I think they still need an out-and-out striker.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
The timer will be on the left-hand side, by the way. So if you look at the left-hand side, you can see that it's the 79th minute. So I feel like with that, I don't need to put a timer on as well because it's there, 79th minute. Can you see that, Phil, on the left? Just above where your comment is right now.
Yeah.
What I didn't want to do was get all the scores, then a timer as well. Then there's 3 or 4 of us on the screen and it starts to look really, really scruffy. Yeah, absolutely, Adam. Corner kick coming in, headed down against his own man, headed down by Nacho against his own man. Headed again, there's loads of them in the box, and Rudiger volleys over the bar. Wow, this will be like a win.
I'm telling you, I said a draw before the game. I'm sticking by it. But you know who is going to score for Real Madrid if they do get one? It's got to be Bellingham. It just has to be.
Well, at the moment, Rudiger seems to be the one causing all the problems in the box.
Yeah.
But they've defended valiantly. They really, really have defended valiantly.
Yeah. 100%. Ooh. Dude, I can't believe you said that. That's just like the most unnecessary. That's like driving around. That's like driving around somewhere where it's not very friendly, let's say, and just being and just saying stupid things, and you get the attention drawn on you. It's like it's so unnecessary.
I agree.
Like it literally the first one to chat crap in a big game, they're the losers. So,
by the way, Brahim Diaz has come on for Luka Modric. It's 80 minutes and 10 seconds. They put a Jesus. Ethan thinks Bayern are going to win 8-0. Can you imagine? He'd have to get sacked after that, wouldn't he? An 8-0.
I mean, yeah. But it literally doesn't matter. They could keep him, they could not keep him, they could do whatever. They've been a disaster since Sir Alex Ferguson left. So it doesn't matter really. You could try the next guy. He ain't gonna work. You'll get a good year, maybe. You won't. They ain't winning no Premier League or Champions League anytime soon. Their level is Europa League, Conference League, FA Cup, Carabao. That's about it. So.
Yeah, they certainly look a mess. I wonder what it would be like if if last year, where instead of Ten Hag taking over, if Postecoglou had turned up with his style of play and his way of playing, I just wonder what it would have looked like.
It would have worked for a little bit, but then, the players, he wouldn't have gotten exactly who he wanted. They would buy a Mason Mount, even though that's not what a Postecoglou would probably want.
But would they have? Because all the reports were saying that Mason Mount, Onana, Højlund, these were Ten Hag's first choices, weren't they? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Man United
the thing
fan,
is, they still have a core of players who are just overrated and just poor. They're inconsistent.
I mean, look, I think, look, Onana, okay, did well in that Champions League final. But for me, we saw all we needed to see when he was playing for Ajax, right? I didn't see anything there that said world-class keeper and someone that you'd expect to be at Man United.
Well, apparently the one that a volley just wide from Joselu. That should have gone in. Hang on, I'll talk you through it. Bellingham picked the ball up. He clipped it into the 18-yard box, and just by the penalty spot, Joselu wrapped his right foot right round it, and it went a yard past the post. Should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. And we are in the 83rd minute. I
said it across. I'm sticking with it.
You called it. You called it, mate.
I said 2-2, so the score is way off.
Galatasaray and Copenhagen managers are arguing over who's standing out of their technical area. That's how rubbish this game's got. I can confirm it's only one sending off. The graphics, someone in the graphics team has just been fired. It was a second yellow card. I thought that was harsh.
I'm sorry, Barry, but listen, when we hired you onto this show, we did expect better reporting with more accurate information, please.
Okay. It's about as good as my football opinion. So look, we have seen three red cards in the 2 Champions League games that I've watched.
Yeah. So, but this is now the 3rd Champions League game I've watched where it looks like 2 of them are going to end up 0-0.
Braga, I tell you what, if this ends up at 0-0 and Braga go and beat Napoli, they're in absolute dreamland after game week 1.
Yeah.
Braga could, they could. I think I'll go for a Napoli late win, like a 2-1 or something, but Braga are all right.
I also can confirm that Ndombele's made 1 pass.
Well done. Well done, Ndombele.
And it got pulled back, right? It wasn't a bad pass, actually. It was setting him up. Oh, he's on the ball now. Oh, he's done it again. But they were on the attack, and one of their players just pulled one of the Copenhagen players down. The ref blew for a free kick the other way. Oh, you couldn't write this for Ndombele.
Yeah, I agree with this, Philly. He has. This is the problem. When you try and follow on from a legend, it is really difficult.
And the other thing is that the club doesn't even it's too dysfunctional. And
hang on. Sorry, Steve, to stop you there, but Galatasaray, you guys must be well behind because Galatasaray have scored. Is Galatasaray 1, FC Copenhagen 2, and the goal scorer is Sasha Bowie.
Sasha Bowie.
Bowie.
We are a little bit behind. I'm just going to see the goal any minute. Let's have a look.
Tungo and Ndombele.
Nice good goal. Good goal.
Well, good team goal. Angelino, good crossover, some good play. Bowie. I like Sasha Bowie a lot.
And Zaha is playing, right?
Do you remember the Tango adverts with the big fat orange Tango guy, right? That's what Ndombele looks like in the Galatasaray kit.
He's just, if ever you saw a player that didn't look like an athlete, it's that guy, isn't it? And still every summer, should we give him a chance? No, we should not give him a chance. Hang on, here go Real Madrid. They've got loads of bodies forward. Brahim Diaz pulls it back. It's flicked over, and the keeper eventually gets it. This is not happening for Madrid. This is not happening for them at the moment. Ferguson will be back in charge after tonight. I think even Fergie will look at this and go, nah.
Not from me.
But Union Berlin have suddenly decided they'd like to attack.
Smash and grab.
They've got a free kick deep on the right-hand side. And by the way, just so you guys know, Galatasaray have drawn level at 2-2, and the goal scorer is Tete. Tete, who has now got a goal and an assist.
He was at Leicester, Olympic Lyon, Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah.
2-0. 2-2.
Angelino, Oliveira. Ooh. Oh, great work there.
So since Ndombele...
Oh, that's a great goal. That's a great goal.
Oh, what a finish.
That's a fantastic finish, Chiche. Wow.
Left foot
beautiful.
Left foot volley from the edge of the box. Bottom bins. Oh,
gorgeous goal. Galatasaray. Oh, my word. Go and get the winner.
Go and get the winner, Galatasaray.
By the way, for anyone asking, we will be the Bayern Munich watch-along will start as soon as the Real Madrid game finishes.
Assist. Oh my word!
So what I will do is YouTube.
That's a great goal.
That's yeah. He hit that perfect. He hit it with like this part of the
his
foot.
Side foot. Yeah, he just.
By the way, people, just quickly, this link that I'm putting in now will take you to the watch along. But what I will do is I will redirect you, which makes more sense, right? I'll just redirect you all straight there.
Word. Wow.
Real Madrid now in the 88th minute. They've got 7 men in the box, but they just can't find that final pass. This is good.
Union Berlin are going to hang on here, you know.
Cool. Hang on. This is Real Madrid. Hang on. No. Again, yeah, you look right.
Here come Galatasaray, and Ndombele nearly loses the ball.
Oh, dearie me. It's all good fun, isn't it? I love these watch-alongs when they're not Spurs because they're just, there's no pressure.
Yeah, wait.
You know what I mean?
I'm surprised there hasn't been more games. Oh, well, Spurs playing tonight.
PSV are going to give them a right game. I'm telling you right now. They will give them, I'm saying 2-2 in that game. So PSV will score.
Galatasaray pushing for this winner.
Yeah,
he's got an overlap. Go on, son. Corner Galatasaray. 1 minute left. Everyone back for Copenhagen. They Galatasaray take it short. Cross comes in. Oh,
it's been a
Galatasaray.
Wow.
Real Madrid are now, every single player is camped inside the Union Berlin half. And that was an awful ball, just high, lofted. And it's 89 minutes, 15 seconds. I can't imagine there'll be a lot of injury time, guys. I haven't seen any real injuries or VAR or goals.
The only thing I could think of was the Becker and Rudiger. They kind of had a little...
Yeah, possibly.
So I think it'll be like 5 minutes probably.
Yeah, possibly. Here you go. Graham Potter in charge for United's game at Burnley.
6 minutes in Turkey added time.
Bowie, Icardi, good block.
Go on. Oh, good block. Corner. Another corner.
Here goes Real Madrid. They're driving forward.
Great ending to both of these games, possibly. Let's see.
So we're into injury time here. We're into injury time. There's 5 minutes. Matthew, my mate Matthew's back from last night. Sorry, what part of we're doing a watch along for Bayern Munich v Man United did you take to mean I'm watching Arsenal?
Yeah.
I love this guy. Honestly, I love this guy.
I'm going to watch Arsenal so that I can keep up my ratio of 1.5 red cards.
Aren't you worried though, Barry, that Matthew's going to tell you off?
No.
To be fair, here's the thing. You know how I decide to watch Premier League games? Whoever Newcastle play next. I watch them. So, you guys play Sheffield United. We have them next. So, I watch that game. So,
all right, big man.
You're just doing the same thing here. You play Arsenal.
That's why you watch every game in the world. You support so many teams that whoever you watch, one of your teams must be playing them next. I get it.
Steve's like, I've not in the mud. I've won 12 titles this year, 3 league cups.
I love this. Focus on your own team. All right. I don't know what that means tonight. My team ain't playing. I don't know what it means. Yeah. Oh God, I really hope PSV win, but I just don't think they will.
They could. They have the
goal. What we want. Oh, that's a push. That should be a penalty, surely.
That could have been.
Absolutely taking Icardi out in the box.
A bit soft. By the way, Rasmus Højlund's brother
it's coming on.
Is coming on. Oscar Højlund is on for Elyounoussi.
Elyounoussi, he was at West Ham, right?
Southampton.
Oh, okay.
And Celtic, yeah.
Oh, that's a foul, ref. That's a foul. Put it in the box. Put it in the mixer. Come on, Zaha. Put it in the mixer. No. That cross for Tete's goal was from Zaha, wasn't it?
Yes. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Oh,
cross.
no. You just left the ball. What are you doing? Oscar
Højlund.
He's going to get
harassing Højlund.
Ref's going to play on. Copenhagen are coming forward. Tackle. 3 minutes to go. Oh, what a tackle.
Good tackle.
Copenhagen are in no rush to take this throw in.
Does anyone know if somebody sends you a GIF?
Yeah.
Not a GIF, sorry, just like a little sticker on WhatsApp, how you can save it?
Double click it.
Done it.
Or
Done it.
Yeah, add to favorites.
Done it.
Done it.
I gotta get this fired up. Let's see.
This is just outrageous. This is absolutely outrageous. Look at that. That is outrageous. Oh no, they've done it. They've done it. Real Madrid have scored in the 94th minute, and it is Jude Bellingham. It is Jude Bellingham.
This guy is a joke.
Listen, I'll be honest. This wasn't anything to do with brilliance. This was, the ball was bouncing around in the box, and there were about 5 of them there. There you go. I'll let you know what happened. So Cruz ran over. Cruz took a short corner. The corner was shot was fired in, and it cannoned off the defender onto Kroll, back into the 6-yard box, and Bellingham from a yard out, literally from a yard out. That's harsh.
It had to be him.
Was it Bellingham, or did Diaz get the last touch? I don't think they care, but wow, last minute.
That's a heartbreaker for Union Berlin. That's devastating. They played their socks off tonight. Defensive.
Oscar Højlund causing trouble here. Copenhagen with a throw in. 1 minute to go.
God.
I don't think we're going to get a winner here. Be very surprised.
I didn't think we were going to get a winner in the Real Madrid game. But I did say, I said like 10 minutes ago, if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Bellingham, isn't it?
Oh, Steve, you guru.
Oh, Steve, why are you always so right?
Steve and his magic eggnog with their magic predictions. So the game is over here in Madrid. They're celebrating like mad, but realistically, they've absolutely got away with one there. On the balance of play, it was definitely deserved, but how unlucky. You defended well all game. And Galatasaray has finished 2-2, by the way, so don't worry about the last 30 seconds of you lot watching. It has finished 2-2. Guys and girls, listen, we're going to jump straight over to the next stream. You guys have got the link, right?
Yes.
Everyone in the chat, you will be redirected. So big up to you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. By the way, sorry, I missed this. Shafay has said, Savva, come on, man. We all know Mbappe wants Spurs. And Paul beats all. Listen, those will be the rumours that will be happening soon. Big up to you all. Big up to Shafay. Thank you so much for the generosity. We'll see you on the flip side in about 30 seconds for Bayern Munchen versus Manchester United.
Baby.
See you in a bit, guys.
Let's go.